The truth is plenty, 'cause you ain't never talking loud and you know plenty. You know what I'm talking about, 'cause you just get me, yeah, you so pretty. If everything is dipped in gold, then baby it will never grow. Everything sweet ain't sugar coated. What's up, everybody? Welcome to a very new vlog. Very new. What's wrong with me? Why am I nervous? Guys, Nindins are nervous. What's going on? Okay, so welcome to my new vlog for 2024. I hope that you guys entered the year with a bang, like with a force and everything. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Andy, and I'm also on Instagram. You can also find me on Instagram by the name of Andy_Socks SA 2.0, and also on TikTok by the name of Andy_Socks SA. So please do me a solid and go follow me on those platforms as well. Talking about following, please do like, subscribe, share, comment on this channel to help the channel grow and also to help reach more people. Okay. So, catch up session. I've been meaning to do this. I had a hectic festive season. I actually thought that my festive was gonna be quite. I thought I was gonna vlog. In December, but it just got too hectic. Not the good kind, but also not the bad kind. It was just not. I think I do that. Take him, guys. I really wanted to. I really wanted to. However, for the new year, my plan is to be consistent with my vlogging and my uploading, and consistent with my plans to build a better Andy, to build a more like the best version of myself, basically. There's many changes that have happened already, and I want to talk about those changes, right? So one thing, I want to have my journal here to just remind me of the things I wanted to talk about. Okay, one thing that I wanted to talk about with you guys is the year 2023, the lessons that came with the year 2023, and what I'm grateful for in the past year. Okay, for me, in the past year, the biggest event that happened to me in 2023 was losing my dad. My dad passed on in February of last year. We didn't get to properly bury him. he was we were there at the funeral, but we could have been just guests. We were guests at my dad's funeral. My dad's family. I don't think I'm ready to talk about it yet because I can feel that I'm getting emotional, and I I don't want that. Whew. Okay. Okay. It wasn't it was a hard time for me, right? And for my mom, and we were basically, to put it in a nutshell, we were outcasts at our own father's funeral. So it wasn't a very nice thing. Apart from the fact that you're grieving the loss of your dad, there was just a whole lot of unnecessary drama that happened. But I'm not ready to talk about that yet. So I will maybe share it one day. I don't know. But for now, that is just the biggest thing that happened to me last year. And I loved my dad so much. I love that man, and I hope he knows it. He knows it. But he wasn't living with us when he passed on. He was living with another woman. They were separated with my mother from, I think, 2006, if I'm not mistaken. So he hasn't been living with us for a very long time. So you can just from that statement alone, you can just imagine the havoc that went on at the funeral or the days leading up to the funeral. But yeah, I don't want to talk about that. What else happened? Oh, in April of last year, my sister and I decided to become vegan. It was an experience that I truly, truly enjoyed. I think I'm giving myself away now. I enjoyed it so much. Like, I enjoyed exploring new things to eat and new ways of making the things that are non-vegan, making them in a vegan, excuse me, way. I enjoyed that. I feel like my sister and I were, when I was back in Cape Town, we would literally call each other every day. Like every day when I'm on my way to work, the whole way to work, and my bus to work would take about 30 to 45 minutes because of traffic in the morning. Depending on traffic in the morning, it would take that long to get to work. So we would literally be on the phone every single day, every single morning. We talk about everything and anything. And I think then is when the awakening happened to me. Well, to us, to her. And then it just watered down to me, or showered down to me. I don't know how to put it, but like it spilled over to me. In the middle of an awakening. What's an awakening? I don't know how to explain it. It's a different walk of life, I suppose. It's like the veil has been lifted. You start seeing things in a different light. You start realizing the truth about the world, about yourself, about the universe, about everything, really. And then you start to want to seek more of the truth. You start to want to seek more of your purpose on earth. You start wanting to, get to know yourself more, get to know the world more, get to know the real purpose of the many things that are happening in the matrix, right? So that's what happened. That a lot of things happen when you have or during an awakening. You start seeing synchronicity, you start seeing signs, you start dreaming vivid dreams, you start seeing things, man, that just don't make sense, but like you're able to decode them and then they make sense. uh you start j j I don't know how to explain it really, because I'm also new to this. So that happened, and through that journey, we decided to go vegan, to go plant-based on in April of last year. And then and then in December and then in December, tell me why Andy decided to eat forondoni and yazi. But I've been doing a lot of reading. I've been doing a lot of reading in the past year. What sucks is that whatever book I show you guys, it's gonna look reversed. This is the first book that I ever read, and not ever read, but like since the awakening happened. I was put on this book by TikTok, and this book made things make a lot of sense to me. Like, hey, after reading this book, I'll tell you what happened to me after reading this book. After reading this book, I can tell you now, absolutely nothing can hurt me. Like, I know for a fact that when people do things to you, it's not personal. When people attack you, when people try to hurt you, it's not them trying to hurt you. It's not personal to you. They are projecting what they feel within themselves, or what they feel they lack in themselves, and they're projecting it onto you. So I don't take anything personally now. I try to be impeccable with my word. I try not to lie. And I've been doing good, actually. I try to like be honest with everything that I do, with everything that I say, even the smallest thing that don't really matter. I'm always honest. Even with my kids, something that I really cringe worthy, I try to be as honest as possible, because being honest with your word is, it means you have integrity. It means a lot, man. I mean, there's a lot you can learn from this book. A lot about people, about yourself, and about just enjoy personal growth. So this book really, really helped me. The other book that I read, hang on, I should have got these things ready before I started my filming, but okay, Sissy Lapa, so Sissy Lapa. Quite a collection here. And then I read this book, The Richest Man in Babylon. This book came highly recommended on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. Okay, I don't have Facebook, but like, yeah, it came highly recommended on these platforms for people that want to change their financial standpoint, their financial well-being. This book it's a very old book from the 1800s. However, from the 1800s. However, it's by George Clason. It's by George Clason. It's a great book. And if you apply the principles in this book, okay, I'll tell you one thing that I took away from this book is that 1/10 of everything that you earn is yours to keep. You need to make your money work for you. And if you are able to use 90% of your salary and put away the 10th for like a year, and don't touch it. You don't even know what you're going to do with that money yet. You're just leaving it there, saving it. Like, just go read this book. I'm bad at explaining. I'm bad at explaining, but this is a great book if you want to change your financial status. So that's the second book I read. I also this is this book it's my friend's book. Ari. He gave me this book it's The Real Bank Criminals. He's a self-published author. He's in Cape Town. I was working with him briefly, trying to promote his book before moving back here. But this is a great read. But for me personally, I think it's based on a true story, and I don't know, it makes my heart sore for the people in this book that were done wrong. It's a really, really great read, and it really, really opens your eyes to the how corrupt the banking system is. So it is a great read, but like, it's not my typical type of book to read. It's the types of I like personal development books. I like motivational books. So this is a true story book about true people, true events, and yeah, it's a heartwarming book. It's a must read too, actually. If you're a person that likes it's you would swear it sounds like a movie, but it's not. It's actually true life, life true. It's really true events that happened in this book. So I must read. This book I never got through to reading because it's emotional intelligence. Why it can matter more than IQ. It's by Daniel Coleman. This book, to be honest with you, as I and Bora, like it bored me because it has a lot of medical terms. It has a lot of psychology in it. Looking at the title, you'd like, yo, I want to read, but like, I wouldn't recommend this book to anyone. I'm sorry. This book though. Okay, there's another book that's not here. It's with a friend of ours, little sister. We gave it to her to read. It's called The Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. That book. Oh my God, that book. Guys, read books. They will truly change your life. I promise you. The Untethered Soul. It's the book about. I think it made most sense going through what I've been going through, like the awakening. It made everything make sense. About it's about soul. It's about how do I explain it? It really explains why everything happens the way that it does. It explains your thoughts, why you think the way that you do, and it explains that your thoughts are not your own. You don't think your thoughts come to you. And it also explains how to trust God, how to trust yourself, how to trust the God within you. We are omni-God, right? So it explains how to trust the godness in you, that like everything that you experience in life is because of your thoughts. I don't know how to explain, but like just go get the book. Just get the book. It's a bit pricey, but it's worth every penny, I'm telling you. And don't when you're getting a book, like a good read, don't look at how much the book costs, because that is nothing compared to the value that the book is going to add to your life. I promise you. The value that these books have added to me, unmatched. It is unmatched. I also read this book by Joel Osteen. It's called It's Your Time. Yeah, This book, this book, ne? This book, guys, yo, it, I promise you, if you don't believe in God, if you're an atheist and you read this book, you'll come up at the end of this book believing and trusting that there is a God. I swear. You will come at the end of it knowing for sure that God exists. I highly, highly recommend you to get this book. It's one of those books that you can't even put down. Like, you would read it, and while reading it, like, we'll talk about, oh my gosh, I'm already in chapter 4. Oh my gosh, I'm already in chapter 16. Like, that's how good this book is. Like, it's really hard to put down. And the value you get out of this book, there's this part that says, I think it's in chapter 1. It says you're closer than you think. Okay, it's a story about this guy that's hiking up. I think it's let's use in Lion's Head as an example. Let's say that you're climbing Lion's Head, right? And they tell you it's a 2-hour trail to the top, right? And then you're walking, and there's milestones. There's things that show you the miles in between, right? So when you get to this other one, it says and like you're really tired, like you're about to give up, you're like second guessing why you even started this whole thing. You're thinking, oh my gosh, what the hell did I just do? Why can I just, you're thinking about giving up, you're thinking about like turning back. And then you see a guy coming down, and he's smiling, and you're really tired, and you're like angry, you're hungry, you're thirsty, and all of those things. Excuse me, and you're angry at yourself for even climbing up this damn, trail. And then the guy says to you, keep going, you're closer than you think. And you're thinking to yourself, it's only been like an hour, and at the bottom it said that this thing it's a 2-hour trail. Fine. That guy just gives you just that breath of fresh air, like that boost to just keep going anyway, even though you are done, you're tired. And then you walk like another 10 minutes and you're at the top. What? And that is exactly how we live our lives. We deal with challenges and we're like, oh my God, I can't go on. And then we give up. Like when you're just there, when you just this close to your breakthrough, this close, and you give up. So basically, it just teaches you more about faith, about a relationship with God, and about trusting God. Oh my God, I love this book. I would talk until the sun goes down. And the last book is this one. It's Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book I'm actually reading for the second time. I've read all these books twice actually, because until I get another book, because I read every morning when I wake up. I read. I love reading. I never used to love reading, but I see the value in reading, so I love reading. I've fallen in love with it. So what I do is, if I finish a book, I pick another one from the collection, and then I started from the beginning, like. And it's, what's nice about reading a book for the second or third time? It's like watching a movie for the second or third time. You start picking up things that you missed the first time you watched it. And you're like, oh my gosh, I never saw this the first time I watched it. So it's the same time, it's the same thing with reading books. So I'm now reading Atomic Habits. There's so many books I want to get. There's so many books I want to get. I even don't know which book I'm going to get next, because my list is just so huge. But yeah, I'm planning to get more books. What was I talking about again? I even lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, 2023. So yeah, I started reading books. Yeah, they've helped me a lot. In terms of growth, they've helped me so much. I've grown so much because of these books, right? Um, Also, okay, put that here. Um, okay, what else happened to me in 2023? 2023, I've grown, man. I started becoming more like me, more like the girl that I see in my head. You know, every one of us has a person, like the image of yourself, that of the person that you'd like to become. Each and every person. And um ilendo ndisithi ba TikTok is spiritual. TikTok, I never used to like TikTok, but TikTok has taught me so much. And the feed that I get on my TikTok is not the same as like many other people, where they get like funny videos, jokes, and people that are dancing and all of that. I get like, I think that's my opinion. I think I get the good quality TikTok. I think I really get the good quality TikTok because the stuff that I learned there, bruh, hey, I've learned so much on TikTok. I've learned so much about meditating. I've learned so much about um, being vegan, eating clean. I've learned so much about reading. I've learned so much about um, becoming the woman, embodying the woman that I see myself as. About self-care, about skincare, about, not putting yourself in a box, about changing completely and being okay with it, being unapologetic about changing. Because, people want to put you in a box, and people would be like, hey, and then what's this? What's with this one? Hey, waske wa senza wa shine. Yeah, that's the plan. That is the plan. A lot has changed. I changed a lot. I've changed the way that I talk. I never used to talk like this. In fact, I don't even remember what I used to talk like. That is how much I've changed. I've changed the way that I speak. I've changed the way that I walk. I walk different. I talk different. I pray different. I dress different. I think different, right? I I see myself different. Like I know my value. It's not even like a thing of like a joke now. Like, hey, know your worth. That's no. I literally know my worth. I know the power that I hold. I know myself. I'm learning myself, but I know myself. I know who I'm not. So I started being a girly girl. I started, wearing makeup every day almost. I just wanted to be real with you today. I started wearing makeup. I never used to wear makeup a lot. Even when I was working, I never used to wear makeup. I used to wear makeup like once in a while, or when I'm going out, or when there's an occasion. And I used to judge people that wear makeup every day and be like, if you wear makeup every day, then what's going to be the difference when something special or spectacular happens? You're going to look the same. There won't be like, people won't be like, surprised at what you look like when you come out, because you always look like that. You always, your face is always big. Guys, I never knew the power that has on you. I bath twice a day now. I never used to bath twice a day. I used to go 3 days without bathing sometimes, especially if I'm not going anywhere. But now I don't do that. It's like I've stopped doing things for people or for people's approval. Even starting this channel, it was something that I've always wanted to do for years. And imagine if I had started like 6, 7 years ago when I wanted to start a YouTube channel. I could have been really far now. But I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. Everything happens the way that it's supposed to, the way that it should. So I'm now the kind of person that knows to embrace the challenges that are brought my way, because like, be happy about the challenges that you get. You know why? Because know that God has something better for you. If you are praying for this and you don't get it, know that. Be happy, because God sees beyond everything, beyond everything. So if if you praying for this, praying, oh my God, I want this brush, oh my God, please, 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 and then you're a girly that wears weaves, and then God doesn't give you this brush, because God knows that in 2 years' time you're gonna be a girly that wears weaves, and this brush won't matter anymore. And then God gives you a diamond brush or a weave, and you're like, brush what? Brush who? Girl, bye. So, like, I know it's a stupid analogy, but like, I couldn't think of anything real at the moment. But like, my point is, I've completely changed in the past year, and I'm so excited about the changes that are gonna happen this year. I'm in me, my body, in my everyday life. I'm a big dreamer now. I remember before, I used to dream about. I think I said this before. I used to dream about driving a Clio. That used to be my dream car, and that was now like in 2014, I think. I used to, and then TikTok came, and I saw girlies driving G wagons, Porsche, Ferraris, Lamborghinis. Yeah, and I was like, girl. And it's not like I didn't know about these cars before. I did. I just never saw myself there. I thought it was too much for me to dream that big. I thought, who am I to dream that big? Grand, right? I didn't think that I had the right to dream that big. But now, honey, my dreams are ridiculous. Ridiculous, I'm telling you. Guys, I've been talking for a long time. That was not the plan, but plans for 2024. Plans for 2024. I was gonna show you guys my vision board, but it's in my phone. It's in my phone. Okay. I love what I did with my vision board, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna put a picture somewhere of my vision board. I know that it's something that is ridiculous to some of you or whatever. I don't care. It is my dream. It is my dream, and I ride with it. I ride with it. This is just to say that, like, don't be afraid to dream. Dare to dream ridiculous dreams, scary dreams. Dream of becoming the president. Do you know how far-fetched that is? I don't want to become a president, but I'm just saying. Like, umntana selokishini ukhule esitya isonka namanzi, papa namanzi. You are allowed to dream that big. That is what I'm saying. You guys, the fact that you have those, I'm becoming emotional. The fact that you have those dreams, it means you already have those things. Everything that you dream about, everything that you desire it because you already have it. You already, Like, time is an illusion, guys. Time and space are an illusion. Every version of yourself that you've seen in your head is exists right now at the same time. Your past self, your present self, and your future self exist right now, guys. I'm not the best person to explain these things, but like, I understand it. I'm just terrible with explaining it to somebody else. That's why I could never be a teacher. I could never be a teacher. But like, this is why I've been saying when I started this channel that I wanted to inspire people, to show them that they can change their lives by thought alone. By change the quality of your thoughts and just see what happens. Just try it. You have nothing to lose. Just try it. Change the quality of your thoughts and see what happens. Pray. Pray with conviction. Pray with faith. Pray with belief. In fact, pray with, contentment that it's done already. Whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is you want, it's done. It's already yours. Be happy in that. Soak in that emotion. And watch the universe bring it to fruition. Watch the universe, give it to you. So, guys, there's so many things that I'm manifesting for this year. And it's done. It is done. It's done, mate. It's done. So I think I've been just all over the place rambling. I'm sorry. That wasn't the plan. I actually wanted, guys, I wanted to have like a structured thing, but like, I promise you I'll be better next time. I'm getting better and better and better at this. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me for yet another video. I truly appreciate, I truly, like, words cannot explain how I appreciate you. I love you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do the right thing and push that subscribe button. And for all those returning subscribers, thank you so much for sticking by my side and for working with me in this journey. Let's do this together. Let's be happy and content, and let's just rejoice in the things that we already have. Let us watch our lives transform just before our eyes. Let's do this. Yeah, I think that's about it for this video. I'm wishing you guys a prosperous new year, a prosperous 2024. I wish you guys to get the jobs that you want, to get the grades that you want, the school that you want, each and every desire that you have. I pray that God grants it to you. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.